Titanic 1997. A very historical film that was directed by James Cameron, written by James Cameron, produced by James Cameron. A film that was based on the accounts of the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Jack and Kate Winslet as Rose. Two people of different social classes who fall in love during the ship's ill-fated demise, where it hit an iceberg and sank into the ocean in the middle of the night, with a lot of people unfortunately losing their lives, and a lot of negligence going on about the lifeboats. But that's a whole topic for another day, which I'm probably never going to talk about. But the film made a lot of accolades upon its release, even winning Best Motion Picture, Best Director, Best Original Score, and Best Original Song, with that being My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. The film was a massive success. People are still talking about the Titanic still to this day. A very unfortunate event. A lot of documentaries still being made, and a movie that stood the test of time and being one of the most iconic films ever released to cinema. And then some fucking studio comes in and decides to make an animated movie about the Titanic with lots of talking animals and rip-offs that will make you want to rip off your own head.
Searching for someone she lost long ago.
You're never going to find your precious mother.
Now that I've found her, I'm not going to let her get away from me again.
But there are some on board willing to destroy her dreams.
Now I know who stole my locket. It was that girl.
Angelica, come here at once.
So is it.
Where's this locket?
Keep it down.
The locket's on the table.
Follow the thrilling adventures of the passengers aboard Titanic, cruel Corinthia and her thieving partner. Titanic, the legend goes on.
Titanic, the legend goes on. Oh, dear. God help me. So what is the Titanic, the legend goes on? Well, I'm glad you asked. Not really, I'm not glad you asked. Why would you ask me this? It is an Italian animated musical film, produced by Titanic Cartoons SRL Roma, and it was distributed by Medusa Film. Written and directed by Camillo Teddy. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Wikipedia as, sources for this, so if I get some stuff wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, and I'm not gonna read them.
Wow.
It had 3 years of production, having a theatrical release on September 15th, 2000, which is really, really, really unfortunate because I cannot even imagine the people who saw this in the theaters and being absolutely godsmacked. It had 3 years of production, even having a theatrical release on September 15th, 2000 in Italy, which is really fucking bizarre to me that this even had a theatrical release to begin with. Can you imagine all those people who actually saw the original Titanic movie and then going to theaters and not even, it's one thing you even go into the theater to see this shit, but imagine you're sitting there and you're just watching. You see this movie that's based on an actual event, and they just fucking have no disregard for any of the people who fucking sank on that ship. It's this is the equivalent of making a fucking 9/11 movie and then having a gigantic magic talking dragon which stops the fucking the two jets from hitting the fucking tower. That's basically what this is. Oh, God help me. Now, do y'all really want to know the plot to this shit? Do you? Okay, well, you know what? Fuck you. We're doing it. I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck. I need my gun. Let's go ahead and get started with the plot, shall we? Prepare yourself. We're not gonna read all of this. We're gonna go all over the place, alright? We're gonna be jumping from point to point. So, It's gonna be all over the place because you wanna know why? Because this fucking movie is all over the place, and I'm not gonna fucking waste my time talking about the plot in such perfect detail. If you want that, go watch someone else. If anyone else has done that, hats off to you. So, the story tells about a girl named Angelica, who has a wicked stepmother and 2 stepsisters. Whoa! Hold up! Rip-off numero uno. So we're just gonna, by the way, prepare for this because you're gonna see a whole lot of fucking rip-offs. So obviously this one is supposed to be just straight up like from Cinderella, the fucking from the wicked stepsisters. Did y'all know that the wicked stepsisters are gonna have a fucking movie? You did not? I did, and apparently it's gonna explain about how like. How they were misunderstood this whole time, and that they really are nice deep inside, and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. So yeah, but then we have this fucking this guy named William who has a fucking a nanny and or like a maid or something, I don't fucking know. And then there's this dude named Gaston. Yes, I'm not even joking. I'm reading from the Wikipedia post. And then we have a fucking jewel thief named Cruel Corinthia. Cruel Corinthia Mean Streak. What the fucking Milo Pony ass name is that? Mean Streak. I'm gonna spread my own mean streak all over this fucking movie. And she has these 2 henchmen who are clearly supposed to be the henchmen of Cruella de Vil, and we have the singer who keeps singing this one fucking song in the movie. You're gonna hear it a couple of times. So get ready for it. And then some point in the movie, William and Angelica, who are supposed to be this movie's Rose and Jack, they meet and they fall in love at first sight. And there's also these talking mice. Yes, of course. Yeah, because didn't you all know about the time when the Titanic sank and all those talking animals had to go through all that shit? You didn't know that? Well, I am here to let you know that the 1997 movie has taught you wrong. It completely ignored all of those animals who went through that horrific shit, and I am here to set the record straight. And then in the meantime, there's these fucking mice, and they have like a fucking German accent.
What have you got in there?
Things that might be useful.
And then there's these fucking these 3 mice who are just straight up like traces of Slowpoke Rodriguez and Speedy Gonzalez.
What's with the costumes, guys? We've been on tour, senor, and cannot wait to get home, muchachos?
Estoy dicen por Chile.
If I join you?
And then there's a point in the movie where Angelica's locket, she has like this locket of like her mother in the picture, and so then the other animals decide to go help her find the damn locket, and then Molly, who is the fucking singer, who by the way is gonna be let me go ahead and play a bit of that song, shall we? And I swear to God, if I get copyrighted from this shit, I fucking swear to God.
Hold me, never let me go. You're all I'll ever need.
I don't belong in your world.
So yes, be prepared to hear that a couple of times, okay? Good? You still with me? Okay? Good. Okay, so then there's a point...
Hold me, never let me go. You're all I'll ever need.
We get a rapping dog. We have a whole ass segment of a rapping dog who just shows up out of nowhere, just pops up on the spot and just starts fucking rapping his ass off. Like, I am not even fucking joking. I am not joking. That fucker pops up and saves his mice from getting eaten, and then out of nowhere, he does this shit.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show.
Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
Yeah, we have a whole ass segment of this dog just rapping. It's a whole ass rap music video. Is it? My head hurts. By the way, I watched this fucking movie back in my partner's place, and let me tell you, that was the toughest shit I ever had to fucking endure. Like, forget Madam Web, forget Craven the Craven, forget all of those fucking movies. This one had me constantly rolling back and forth in my spot. I was constantly going, when is this shit gonna end? All around me are familiar. I cannot fucking believe that I fucking sat through that shit. This is a movie, everyone. All of you watching right now, this is a movie. So yeah, there's a lot of fucking like ripoffs in this fucking movie. Ripoffs that they're not even they could be less ashamed about.
Watch out for a couple of weirdos, a kind of crazy red-haired cat and someone I hesitate to call one of us, more like a bat than a dog.
Oh, fucking my god. My fucking head hurts. And then there's these these Dalmatians who are clearly supposed to be cruel Corinthia. So we gotta have the dogs in there. Which, by the way, she isn't fucking associated with those dogs at all. And, oh, my god. So, yeah, everyone. Yeah. I don't know what else I can tell you. There's a ripoffs with these, like, shots of the mice, like, when they're boarding the ship that are straight up, like, shots from an American Tale. And, like, all of these names and then there's a fucking detective who goes around the ship as well. I'm pretty sure I know what you're asking right now. Why? Lexia, why would you do this to yourself? And my answer is, because I'm incomplete. Yeah, man, there's not a whole lot else I can say. When I watched this...
Hold me, never let me go.
Movie, I actually had to stop it because I was having a fucking aneurysm from all the shit that was going on in this damn film. This is a film that's based on an actual event where people lost their lives, y'all, and this studio had no fucking shame, none whatsoever. You know what a good fucking quote for this good quote at this moment is? Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? That's what I feel like at the moment. They obviously did not give a shit when making this fucking movie. They did not give a shit by adding in these fucking animals and making it straight up like a basic ass Disney movie where characters talk. We have okay, look, we don't have that many songs apart from the rapping dog, but that fucking song, that fucking hold me, never let me go. Bet you better let me go so I can fucking get away from this shit.
Hold me, never let me go.
What else can I say about the movie? Are there any positives I can say about this movie? Anything? Like even the slightest bit of positivity? No. So there's a part in the movie. There's a part in the movie where William's maid sees Angelica holding the locket. When I fucking saw this part, I said, you... you don't really give that much... You don't give a shit, do you? You don't give a shit at all. What am I talking about exactly? Roll the clip.
Ever since my mother put it around my neck as a baby. And then
left you because she was forced to.
Mother?
Y'all, I saw that shit coming a mile away. A mile away. And finally, Rose and Angelica, they marry. and we roll the credits, and you think that would be it, right? You think that would be it? Nah, bitch. Nah. We still have one more thing to go through.
Hold me. No. Never let me go.
Wait. That is it. That is it. One more, just in case you haven't heard the song like 5 fucking times already, let's play it one more goddamn time, just in case you forgot about it. I swear to God, what I said earlier, this really is like the equivalent of making a 9/11 movie and adding in magical talking animals and a fucking dragon that ends up saving the day, and none of the towers collapse. That's literally what this is, but this is just the Titanic. They had no fucking shame. How you gonna have no goddamn shame fucking putting out a movie like this, pretty much ignoring and pretty much like not even like ignoring, but saying like, oh, fuck all those people who actually, died on the fucking Titanic. Let's go ahead and make this. Fuck it. Why stop there? Let's go ahead and make a fucking COVID animated musical, right? Yeah. There's not a whole lot else I can say. This is awful. No fucking shame whatsoever in regards to the people who died on that event, who died on that day. Just none whatsoever. And my head fucking hurts even having to talk about this movie. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do to this movie specifically? I'll tell you. Yeah, y'all, that's... Apart from the rapping dog that made me lose my shit, apart from the rapping dog, and all of the whimsical, funny things that were going on here, which made me want to fucking rip my own head off, but that's all I can really say about the movie. I've talked about this for 20 minutes, and that's all the time I need to talk about this movie. If you want to go watch it for yourself for some fucking reason, good luck. You're gonna need it. Please, at least just grab some alcohol, but drink safely, please. Drink responsibly. But I am saying that you're probably gonna need it. So, what's next on my list? Let's see. Okay, I talked about this movie, and I did have in mind I was gonna talk about one specific movie, but let's see. What's on my list next? The Legend of the Titanic.
Goodbye.